Drinking and autism and masking. What's their correlation? Well, at least for me, drinking made it so much easier to just listen to people and to mask well and to turn off my overthinking, catastrophizing mind during social interactions. I could listen to other people tell stories and laugh at the right places when I was drinking. I could tune out my own desire to look away, break eye contact, go look at something interesting to me, like whether I'm in a restaurant or on a dance floor. Sometimes I'll just suddenly see something like fascinating and want to leave the boring conversation I'm in and wander off. And drinking helped me not do that. And it also helped numb my mind so that I wouldn't want to talk so much about things that interest me, which don't tend to interest everyone else. Like one of my special interests is the environment and recycling, and people tend to feel, I think, judged when I talk about it. Or like I care too much, or I don't know. But in more than one relationship, I had my partner tell me, oh my God, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just have a drink and settle down. So I started seeing my reactions to things and my emotions as a problem. And most of the time, alcohol kind of evens them out. Not all the time. Occasionally, it would take me down into a deep, catastrophic spiral. And those were quite dangerous. I'm very grateful that I had friends at the time who answered the phone and talked me out of my despair. And I still have one of those friends. If you're watching, thank you. You know who you are, I think. The others have all, well, no, I'm still friends with another one of them, but I don't talk to her very much. I don't know if I were to have one of those spirals now, if I would call her. It's interesting how relationships change over time. But once I was old enough to drink, I believe I was drinking when I met pretty much everyone that was in my life up until I quit drinking. And then after I quit drinking, I've had a really hard time making friends. I mean, I don't go out very much. I was going to the ecstatic dance event once a month for a while. And I did meet one person who could potentially become a friend there, but we never traded phone numbers. And so I haven't been in contact with him. So I'll have to, I think if I want to try to be friends with him, I need to go to at least one more ecstatic dance and see if he wants to trade numbers so we can hang out outside of the dance, since it's just so hard for me to get to. But yeah, it's a tough thing. I was listening to an Orion Kelly episode where he was talking to, I think her name is Jenna. He's talking to an autistic woman who took a very similar path that I did with alcohol. And then they were talking about how the treatment options available are just pretty awful for autistic people, and I was so grateful for their honesty and there's a word I'm looking for, but I just can't think of it. Their forthrightness about this, because when I quit drinking, I just decided to do it by myself. I didn't seek out AA or any other programs, because the idea of sitting in a room with a bunch of strangers and all of us talking about like the bad events that led us to drink and then to quit drinking sounded like exactly the sort of situation that would make me want to drink until I was blackout drunk. Like, get me out of here. Like, it sounded like the worst possible scenario for me to succeed in quitting drinking. So I did it by myself. I basically pulled back from all social engagement with the people in my life at the time. And friends were always like, how long are you doing this for? Like a year? I'm like, forever. Like, I'm done. I'm like, really? Why? No. Yes, I'm done. For so many reasons. What really tipped me over the edge, aside from like just intuitively feeling like it was time, was reading a study that, well, I didn't read the study itself. I read an article about this study stating that women who drink even 2 drinks a week, even 1 drink a week, have significantly higher incidences of breast cancer and stomach cancer. Like 1 or 2 drinks a week. And at the time, I was drinking a bottle of sake a day. So I was like, well, that's not going to end well. And I am not someone who is really capable of moderation. When I have something I like, I want all of it. I want all of it. So it's just easiest for me to have none of it. And I don't miss it, but I think if I were to have a drink now, like, I don't doubt that halfway through I would want to drink all of it, like to the point where I couldn't drink anymore. Like, it's like a switch flips in my brain. And I just want to like drink until I don't exist, basically. It's just better not to start. It's just so much better not to start. But yeah, I was so grateful to Orion and Jenna for bringing up the fact that like meetings like that would be an absolute nightmare for most autistic people. So we really need to come up with a better, more supportive program for neurodivergent people to also get the support they need when quitting any substance, really. Because I've heard that it's pretty common amongst autistic people because of everything I just mentioned. Like, people consider us too much. And the masking becomes exhausting. And like, often if we're in like partnered relationships or have groups of friends that we've managed to somehow build and then maintain, we have to go to places that overwhelm us, that are full of like noises and smells and stuff. And then we have to act like we're fine and like we're listening and like we're engaged with the group the whole time. And it's fucking hard, man. It's really exhausting, and it's so easy to begin to rely on a substance that feels like it's making it easier, at least in the short term. So yeah, it's definitely something that I would like to contribute to, helping autistic people in particular with addictions, somehow, some way. Yeah, because it's hard, and I know it from experience. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about this morning. It was kind of connected to that, but a little different. I think all of this connects into my distress over like learning a new communication style and all of that I've been talking about the past couple days, which I'm feeling better about. It's slowly becoming less triggering. I think I will be able to learn it, and I think that it will ultimately be a really good thing for me. But yeah, I think it is tied to what led to my drinking so much, was just this real difficulty in understanding how other people communicate and what people need from that communication, and just feeling like I'm doing it wrong and I'm unintentionally hurting people when all I want to do is help them. So yeah, it's definitely been a journey up until now, and will continue to be one. But where in the past I never had faith in my ability to overcome this challenge, now I do believe I am capable of it. And part of me, my inner child, thinks that this is just a new form of masking, since it doesn't come naturally to me. But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a skill that once I've learned it and it comes naturally, it will be honest and authentic. It's kind of like learning a new language. It doesn't mean I'm being fake. It just means I'm speaking in the language that the other party can understand, I think. That's how I'm framing it right now. I'm gonna wear my my airplane rules earrings today. Put your own oxygen mask on before assisting others. It's a rule I live by, not just with oxygen masks. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out which ear each one should go in. Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. It doesn't matter that much. Okay. But yeah. Fill your own cup. Put your own oxygen mask on first, and then if you still have anything left, you can share that with others. That's what I'm gonna leave you with for today. All right, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, may you feel at ease. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.